Shot clock at 15, game clock at 1 minute, 62-62.
Ball screen by Page. He fakes it, Hill, and takes it inside.
And he loses it. Poole comes out of there with it for UIC.
And Milwaukee has to get it back. Obviously, you look at the difference in you look at the time left, see if they get it up in a situation where they're tied, and they've got to make up a couple points because UIC is going inside.
Poole gets it to go.
I was going baseline, you know, the defender cut me off and I had picked up my dribble, so, you know, I was towards under the basket and I didn't want to force it. So when I gave Bush the ball, I was getting him the ball so I can get it back and reset, but, you know, he just was telling me to move out the way.
And like I said, it was just another one-on-one coverage when I got the ball from my tail because he ran to the other side. I didn't hear anybody saying, give me the ball, give Cedric the ball. I didn't hear nobody saying nothing, so it was like my go ahead to go and try to score. So I got him lean in the middle again. I spin back baseline and laid the ball in.
In a key situation, they don't turn it over. They go inside to one of their big power players, Elliott Poole. He gets in double figures with that one. They showed great composure there, as shouldn't be surprising a team that's won 23 games.
Elliott Poole just too shy of his career high with those 10 points. Illinois, Chicago, this 23 games, a new school record. Number 24 would put them in the tournament for the third time in school history, all of them under Jimmy Collins. They've won 11 straight games coming in.
An interesting byproduct of that timeout, though, is Jimmy Collins could take Bailey out of the ballgame with those cramps. Doesn't have to worry about him playing defense.
Sports Center up next. Final 20 seconds here. McCants. Hill. They do the high-low. Has it knocked away. UIC has it. McGee gets fouled by Pankratz.
Well, now let's start looking at numbers. McGee is a 70% free throw shooter. It is double bonus. He really needs both to nail it down. Great team defense again by UIC. They look to the block, to Page. Now they try and enter it from the top. They actually beat the initial defender, but watch Banks, 34, come from the weak side. Banks is the one that gets a hand in there. Again, the great scorer makes the great defensive plays. The primary defender was Carr. Page had him on his hip. But Banks came from the weak side, speared the ball out of there. Gives his team a chance to nail it down.
Now Bruce Pearl going to call a timeout. Marquitas McGee will be at the line after this timeout.
I know he's an excellent free throw shooter, and I just knew it would ice the game if he hit both of them.
I just figured I got to knock down these 2 free throws, and it was just like a lot of pressure on me.
Very valuable addition to this team. And with Martell Bailey out with those cramps, McGee has it all on his shoulders. He misses the free throw, so Milwaukee is still alive.
And he missed the first one. I was like, I know he's not about to miss this second free throw and put more pressure on us to come down and hit a 2 because they can tie it up. So that was basically going through my head like, oh, I know he ain't going to miss this free throw. All this hard work we've been doing, we have to fight with them through overtime. And
after the first miss, I knew I had to knock down the second one, or it was going to be trouble for me.
Okay. Milwaukee, a good free throw shooting team, which wouldn't know it tonight. Well, he's getting this one to go down to at least guarantee a tie. This is a big free throw.
He hits the second one, so he does guarantee that tie. And now Milwaukee got to go the length of the court and get a 3. Hey, they get to the chance, the guy they want.
At the end of the year, being a second seed and having to beat Butler at Butler, and then having to go to Milwaukee at Milwaukee and going to the NCAA tournament was probably the greatest 2 games of UIC basketball, the hardest 2 games to win to go to postseason play, obviously ever.
It felt great. I mean, you know, it's my first year playing college basketball, and I come right into a winning program. So, I mean, it was like, after the buzzer sounded, my first thought was just let's start celebrating.
All wins feel good, but that one, it felt great because, you know, we went back to the NCAA tournament.
There were times when you could very easily crack. But you know, the sign of a good team, the sign of a family is when things go bad. You pick each other up. You pick each other up. When we needed a basket, we got it. When we needed a rebound, we got it. When we needed an assist, we got it. But more importantly, when we needed a defensive stop, we got it. We got productivity from everybody. Marquise, man, I'm really proud of you, boy. Hey, when Martell went down, you came in and did a heck of a job. Yosef, when times got rough, you came in and did a heck of a job. Now you missed the shot, don't be able. Forget about that. Forget about that. It was the rebounds that you got that helped us. It's the time you brought that ball down the floor when we didn't have anybody else to bring it down there.
Yeah.
All of that. All of that. Shit, all of that. You know, so, hey, and stone face when we needed a basket because Cedric couldn't hit a blind mule in the head. Hey, stone face. Stone face. And of course, my old junkyard dogs. I got two of them. I got a Rottweiler and a great big old pit bull. I want to be Rottweiler. I'm picking up that. I'm picking up that. Just, I mean, and the guys sitting on the bench. Several times I had to tell those guys to sit down because they wanted to say, put me in, coach. They were behind us 150%. Everybody in this room deserves a piece of this net. However, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping it. I'm hanging on the wall. I'm hanging on the wall. And when you finish class, come by and look at it. Class. Come on, get loud. Flames on 30. 1, 2, 3.